Hi.
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 Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Did You Read the Group Chat? Ding, ding, ding.
A very calm, peaceful.
Yeah, a calm, peaceful start to the new year, I think.
There was one episode that Mary Kate was like, Adam's like really wound up today. And I listened back to the episode and I was like, oh yeah, he was. I don't know what you were on, but you were just...
What episode was it? And I'll tell
Last
you.
week?
I'll tell you what happened.
Or was it an
No,
old
it
one?
It was sometime it was last quarter, I'd say quarter 4 of 2024.
Okay.
Q4. Okay, yeah.
Q4 was a very stressful time here in the
Q4
office.
is a stressful time. You know, deadlines and
End of year. Yeah.
End of year, making those quotas right at
I
the end
will
of the
say,
year.
for anybody who stayed tuned to that lengthy episode last week,
Oh,
I
yeah.
told so many people Ari's grandma's story. Like
It's
immediately
great.
after we recorded, Jace was like almost sleeping because it was like 11 p.m. when we got done recording.
It's not true.
And I went in there and I was like, and I just told him, and like this man usually, if he is like on the verge of sleeping, he will not give a
React.
Care.
He started laughing so hard. And then Ari was kind enough to text me the photos so I could like, tell the story to all these people and then show them the photos afterward.
It's Santa.
It's
Mhm.
Santa.
It was Santa.
And
Oh,
I'm
man.
Vixen.
So
I
good.
It's just I love old people when they just do something like that. It's just like,
no,
you
that
still
has to
got
be
it,
our
girl.
yes, that has to be our energy till our last
Our
days.
our last breath.
till our last breath.
Absolutely.
We're doing bits.
yeah.
Adam on his deathbed will be like this, and then look at Miranda, because obviously she's gonna be the
She's
one
gonna be right
executing the
there.
will.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Looking at Miranda and goes, "You know what I mean?" Those are his last words.
Those
I
are my
guarantee
last
you.
words.
And
You
then
know what I mean? Yeah, and then we're all gonna go, "Bitch,
She died.
She died.
ah, wow."
Man, well, how's everybody's last week scrolling away? Just scrolling.
Everyone is
their
jumping
life away.
ship.
Have you?
Every-
jumped
We're going to
the
Red Note.
You
Red
did.
Note. I did
No.
not. No, I did not.
That's what I was like. I don't think I care that much.
That much.
But it's not even the
yeah.
same type of platform.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
It's like an
not.
Instagram.
It's like it's
Pinterest.
China's
They're
Instagram.
reels, yeah.
yeah.
So are you just gonna focus reels, or are we
No.
also not in Meta? Because Meta fucked it up too. 'Cause
Meta-
Mhm.
Zuckerberg won't shut the fuck
He
up.
is being such a loser child.
Yeah.
Like,
What's going
God.
on?
Well,
Literally
I-
wasn't he on he was on Joe Rogan, and which is our only competitor
Yes.
Yeah, our
podcast.
own
Yes.
one.
it's the only
Yeah.
other podcast.
It's the only other
beside
podcast.
ours.
It's just
But
us
I will
and
say
them.
it's pretty much the same.
Yes, yeah,
content,
even
so-
yeah.
whatever.
And I saw the one that I thought, I mean, it was all crazy, but the one that I was like, I can't believe he said this, is he was like, companies are too feminized now.
I
was
know.
like, what?
He said that.
Could you
How
imagine
is
hearing that as a
Yeah.
woman at the company? Like, I would be like, should I be concerned?
Yeah.
leave?
Yeah.
And why is it that like all of these super rich people somehow like they get rich and then they want to protect their taxes and then they get super right wing like
I know.
Yeah.
nutso.
Yeah.
I
Money,
don't-
honey.
I don't know.
It's that money,
Them
honey.
they're
I-
following the money.
I was asking
Show me
this
the money.
question genuinely at work today, where I was like, I know multiple people. I'm not going to name names, but I know multiple
Well, let's say them.
people.
Let's say them on the pod right now.
But I know multiple people who make quite a bit of money and do not have children or are planning on having children, have essentially no dependents. And they don't use as much as they bring in.
Yeah.
So some of it is just going to go somewhere when it's
Somewhere.
all over.
Yeah.
And I don't know what if RJ and I were making like a ton, and I'm saying like a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Okay, let's be clear, a lot of money.
Okay.
And I will, as soon as this is over, I will give you the number.
Okay.
Of what that number will be.
Because I
What
have
that
now a
number
number
would
in my
be.
brain, and I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
know
yeah.
if it's the same.
Let's say $700 a year.
Okay,
I
yeah,
was-
that's
Yeah, I could
Okay.
do $700 a
I'll give-
year.
I mean,
That's
that's like
like-
Casey and
yeah.
I make.
Casey's
so...
like, that's kind of
700, just 700 easy dollars a year. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
I would be consistently booking vacation.
I would be
Yeah.
gone.
I would be
Yeah.
gone.
and
Yeah.
I understand that like some of it is like you have to do your job in order to keep making the money. I
Right,
get that.
right.
Sure.
But
Mhm.
I would be
doing that job from everywhere
where they
in the
have
world,
the like,
honey.
you know, where they're like, okay, it's those well, now they're not going to do them anymore, but the
Yeah.
TikToks that are like, here's how to best plan out your days off so you get like
the
Yes.
max.
with your
Yes.
3 weeks you can
Uh-huh.
take like 35 days
Uh-huh,
or whatever.
uh-huh.
I would be
Yes.
following that to a T.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I would be in Ibiza. I would be in
Mhm.
Cancun. I would be
I'm
in
Cancun.
Hawaii. Okay,
Yeah,
I would be in all the places just to be like,
I'd be on a
I went
super
to those
yacht,
places.
having the
I'd own the super
below
yacht.
deck crew,
Honey,
Yeah.
yeah.
tailoring to my every
You'd
whim.
summer somewhere. You know?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
And I would definitely own a house.
You
for
would have
sure.
a house in the
Sure.
Hamptons.
You would buy things with the money.
yeah.
That's the point. I
And
just
even-
don't
but
know
even
what's the
people
point of
with-
making all this money and then not. What do you do?
Yeah.
What's
But
going to
also,
happen?
just
like, the
sitting there
thing with
protecting it.
Dependence. Here's my thing: is that
Mhm.
like
And this is why she won't have dependents ever.
is saying that like I'm just saying
Denise
people-
is screaming at the mere
people
thought.
with the people with dependents when they
Mhm.
like end up going on a trip and they say to their dependents, "Well, we're just spending your money."
Yeah, they're bad too.
That's a bad person.
But I mean, I don't think like
Oh,
I don't think
boy.
people who make money. I am not totally of the idea of like when older folks who have a lot of money start using their money in their retirement. I don't think like, oh well, you should just hoard it until you drop dead so that your kids will have
Right.
something. Like I
Yeah.
think
I
you should
don't-
still you
yeah.
worked for 40, 50 years or whatever. I think you should
You
be able to like
deserve it.
appreciate
You just
it.
use it while you're alive,
Yes.
girl.
I'm
Yes.
Can't
but
take
I
it with you.
you
You
cannot
can't
take
take it with
You
you.
absolutely cannot.
What does she do?
What does she do
Oh.
anyhow? Casey, You Can't Take It With You is the name of a play that I was in high school, but then I directed it in college, and I cast these two fools and a bunch of my other
Wow.
friends to be in it. So
It was
we
a
hung
who's
out.
who of Miranda's
It
close
was
friends.
yeah.
at
It
the
was
time.
these are
It was
Miranda's
Miranda's bachelorette.
friends. Yeah, basically.
Yes,
We just-
yeah,
Yes,
pretty much.
yeah.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much.
We just talked about bachelorettes on Close Friends. It's a fun
Mm.
one.
Oh, she had to were you reminiscing, Miranda, of the good times we had?
Not necessarily, but we did briefly talk about the Disney one just for a moment.
Like I feel like if I'm going back to this, if I feel like if I was making $700 a year, just
Sure.
$700,
Sure.
Right. Period.
I would I think there's a way that people are like, oh well, I make $700. I can buy a house that's like $1,000, right? I can
Like
yeah.
mortgage.
that's
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
go.
Got it.
I'll have the
That's easy. Yeah, that's manageable.
I'll have the person.
1,400 even.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go up. Yeah.
Double,
I don't-
double
but
my
like-
salary.
I don't. I'm looking at me and RJ's life, and
Uh-huh.
I would be like, why would I ever need a $1.4 million home? Like, why?
Right.
How about I just buy a really
A
nice
sensible
version
condo.
of a 3-bed condo?
Yeah.
And then again, I don't have to. I could pay a lot of it off. I could pay. Do you know what I mean? I don't.
Uh-huh.
People be living outside their means.
People
Yeah.
be living outside
Yeah.
their means.
Yeah, I won't
People
name
buying
names.
dolls outside their means.
Listen, my dolls
Well,
are within.
Always
with
within
craft.
Oh,
means.
dolls are always within means, honey.
Listen, all of the doll carriers do shop pay. I can pay in
Oh.
for.
That's a Klarna diva, honey.
Uh-huh. Yeah, American Girl got me today, and I'm paying that over 6 weeks, and it's fine.
6 easy weeks.
6 easy pay, or it's 4 easy payments over 6 weeks. But just for fun. Sometimes I just do it for fun because it's like, you could pay it all now, but for 0 interest, you could pay it over 2 months. I'm
This
like,
is a silly question. Does
Let's do that.
Afterpay, does that count for credit or no?
I think it does go on your
What do
credit
you mean?
report.
Like it's
what
for
do you
good
mean?
credit if you make those payments.
I think if you don't make them, it turns into bad for you.
Bad
But I don't
credit.
think it affects your.
Oh, okay.
I
It doesn't
don't.
make it good. It doesn't make it better.
It doesn't make it good. Yeah, I think it's one of those that if you don't
But
have
it
the
gets
funds,
reported because they're micro loans, basically.
Yeah. Well, Miss Girl is after paying a lot. Not a lot, but some every once in a while, Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. We were talking about the dolls.
Please join close friends so Casey can stop having to do afterpay
for her
please.
dolls, please.
Listen, I accidentally paid rent twice this month, so we are.
So you're going to New
Oh,
York.
we're good, baby.
You're
Yeah,
going to
I know.
New York.
Next month
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to New York.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yes, that's how it works.
That's the
If you
trip.
That's how it
overpay
works.
rent,
What you
you
do.
go to
Because
New
what
York.
happened is that so I had my part of the rent. I have it so it goes out every month.
Mhm.
But the last couple months it's been like, "Hey, we couldn't make your payment because your payment is less than the amount owed, and you can't do that for some reason. You have to." So, because I thought I was going to be able to scam them, because it was like we used to be able to. I could put in my portion of the rent, and Joe could go in and put in his portion of rent, and it'd be paid.
And
Now you have to pay it all
as one
as
from
one
thing.
So
yeah.
now, so then I thought it was, what I'll do is I'll do a scheduled payment. So it's like it can't block me, but it still blocked me. So then I was like, okay, I need to go in there and cancel that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joe goes and pays the rent before I do, and then it lets. So then I pay him my money.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm telling my rent on here. I pay him my money, and then a day later, I get an email that says, "Oh, your scheduled payment has just been posted." So now we got money just sitting in there,
sitting in someone else's pocket.
because
Why
it
would
was
they
a
let you
zero.
do
It was
that?
a
That's
zero
so-
balance, so it
Yeah.
let me. It
So
let
now
me
it's
pay.
negative. Does it show negative now?
It shows like it's like we owe.
You have
no,
a credit.
Credit.
We have a
You should
credit.
have
credit.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like a credit of that much. So next month I'll be fine, but doing that on January, the longest
I
month of the
know.
year. So I accidentally paid rent twice. So whatever. But all of that to also say,
Mhm.
that's why I was after paying, okay? All of that also
Uh-huh.
to say, yeah, there's people that they choose to spend their money on like multiple and it's someone that Joe knows.
Okay.
I have to be quiet because he's home, and when he hears me, he got mad that I told you guys
That Joe
he had
poops.
that he had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then he also goes, "I heard you say this fool has never asked me what I wear." and I said, I listened back to the footage, and I said, "This man, I didn't call you a fool.
I didn't call you a
time."
I didn't
fool.
call you a
You were a
fool.
fool for falling for my trap.
Yeah. Mhm. But no, there's someone he knows.
Yeah.
And they with their extra money, they just keep buying residences. I'm like, Mama, those loans are the highest they've ever been. The mortgage rates, they're high.
Hi. They're so
And
high.
Friedrich in trouble.
He's in trouble.
The boy. Oh. But yeah, so yeah, these people.
Fun fact: our front door technically is in our bedroom, and so the light was on. So he started barking. I think because our downstairs neighbor went in. But there was one time someone started knocking there while we were just like sitting here.
No.
On our front door, which
And
goes
Friedrich
to our
started
bedroom.
barking, and we were like, close the door. And then as soon as it happened, got a text from our neighbors downstairs. Was like, was someone knocking at your door? So we think it was just someone looking for the Airbnb in the basement because that's 'cause
Oh.
the basement is an Airbnb.
Why would you knock though? If you're in the Airbnb, I would hope no one would answer.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
I don't think it was that. I think it
Hmm.
was they were trying to deliver something
Oh.
to another unit because
I think it's
it
one of
doesn't
those.
matter. We don't need to dox ourselves on here, okay?
Oh yeah, I'm sure
But if-
everybody's clamoring to figure out where y'all
I'm sure-
live.
That little attic that y'all live in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little shanty.
Okay, so
shack.
is
But anyways, so some people are living beyond their means and buying multiple
what is
residences.
that? What's the? Do they rent those out? Is it passive income? Are they more? Are they
from
doing
from what I know, one of them is like a rental, but they also stay in it. And I swear I'm not talking about Austin Office because they have an Airbnb. I'm not.
Did not even cross my mind.
But no, they rent it out in New England, but then they also will stay in it sometimes. But then they just bought another one just because it was next door to where they live. They're like, just
Are you sure you're not talking about Austin?
theater seat. It's not a movie theater spot where you're like, I'm gonna buy this seat so nobody sits next to me.
Yes, but it's very I started watching the new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they've been showing Jennifer Tilly.
I know. I kind of want to watch it because she's in it.
Yes. Watch the new season. The new season is fun so far because of Jennifer Tilly, because she's not like an official housewife. Like they're kind of doing a soft launch of her because she's friends with one of the housewives.
Okay.
But she keeps popping up and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is just my playhouse. I live next door." Like she's like, "These are just where all my fun things are."
But see, if you're Jennifer Tilly, that makes sense. You are iconic.
Well,
Iconic.
Jennifer Tilly, I don't know if you know this, is one of our greatest living poker players. Do you know this? She is one of the best poker players on earth.
Really?
Yes.
Her and her boyfriend both play poker. Also, she was married to like a co-creator of The Simpsons.
Oh.
So that's how she that's how she got some of her money, is that whenever they divorced, she got she got a share of The Simpsons.
Dang.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I thank him every day. That's also on Real Housewives. So we're getting some good stuff from there. But yeah, she plays poker.
Wow.
That's fun.
So any tips and tricks on passive income this year, Adam? Anyone?
No.
Well, now that we all
I've got
our
one.
TikTok shops.
Yeah. Now the TikTok shops are closed. Yeah.
My TikTok shop that blew up is now I'm posting about it. Oh my god, all of the posts that are like, I couldn't thank TikTok shop enough for all of you guys that have found me.
Oh my god.
And blah, 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 blah,
You're
saying
the reason
goodbyes.
that you're making money off your stupid little TikTok shop, and that's what ticked these people off. The creators were fine, but then when TikTok shop became a problem, so
that's when it's like, oh yeah, these are people's money now.
Yeah. It made it obvious. So
yeah,
thank you, TikTok shop people.
My hustle in 2025, Miranda, last night I listed all of my Dino Land plushies.
Did it? I only have 2, but I gotta.
So, I didn't know India had already banned TikTok like a few years ago.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I wonder how many people think that it's just going to stop working the day it happens and not realize that it's going to
we're gonna get so many videos that are like, it's definitely like way past and I'm still on here. So I don't know what everyone's worried about. It gives the same energy. This video that just came up that was like this girl who was like, the caption is, "Where is everyone in Chicago?" And she's like, why is everyone like, this is the quietest I've ever seen the city. And the stitch is like this woman from like New Orleans. And she's like, we're inside.
It's cold.
We're inside, girl. It's January. It's
know?
cold.
If you see people walking
We'll
outside
see
in
it.
Chicago,
We'll
you're
see
like,
in April, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see in May.
We'll see St. Patty's weekend, and then again
we will see. Literally, that is the first time people will.
They'll emerge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you'll see Miranda there for her.
And Miranda will be there,
Bachelorette.
For Cinco de Mayo.
Yes. Cinco de Mayo.
Is it Cinco de Mayo? It's not. When are you there?
I think
the 6th.
At the beginning or end?
No,
Or is it the 2nd?
I'm there the 2nd through the 4th. Just a day before.
Just a day before.
Sad.
Before. Oh no, I want Mexican food. Ooh. I had Mexican food.
You gotta go to Cesar's.
You gotta go to Cesar's Killer Margaritas.
Such great service.
Such great service. Yeah. They take 30 minutes to come and even greet you. It's great.
Like, there's nobody here. Bring me our giant margaritas. Thank you so much.
My peach margarita.
That's all I want. My chamoy margarita.
Margarita. Well,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We gotta say goodbye to pieces of Dinoland, and people are acting like Dinoland has been demolished.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's been eradicated from the map.
Gone. They think it's
gone.
And I'm like, part
it's
of
just
it
behind
is
a wall,
gone.
right?
Well, no, Dinosaur, Restaurantosaurus, the Boneyard, those will continue to stay open through the entire year.
Ah, okay.
They just closed Chester and Hester's shop, Triceratops Spin, and Fossil
Fun Games.
Hence
why I'm selling the plushies.
So that's why.
That's why. Yes, the demand is high right now.
Yeah,
it really is. We've had.
What are we listed at?
We've had a friend sell theirs for close to $100.
Oh my God! For one or their whole lot?
No, for one. So I need to sell mine.
Are Disney people okay?
Yeah, my small Aladar from
Baby Aladar.
Aladar right now is at $82. It has 13 bids. 22 watchers, 84 views, and this is in one day, y'all.
Yeah, Casey, can you send me the link so I know how to like do what you did, and I'll just do that for mine.
Yeah,
like I don't know how to.
Yeah, tell me which ones you have, and I'll send
you. Are you in Miss eBay or Miss Mercar?
Miss eBay.
Oh, Miss eBay. Okay.
Yeah. My large Cementosaurus is at 79 right now.
Okay.
But it's got 9 watchers, 28 views.
The green one.
I have that one.
Or no, that's my small one. My small one's at 79.
Okay, that's I have the small, I think.
My large one has 7 watchers, but no bids yet.
Damn.
Miranda, I bet you could sell some of those prints on your wall behind you.
These ones?
Yeah. I bet they'd go for $1.50.
I wonder.
Remember when you had a hobby?
Yeah. Now what is my hobby?
Yeah, what is your hobby?
This year?
Have you done any more junk journaling, Miranda?
Yeah.
No, I still haven't had a drink.
I haven't gotten any junk.
Either. Wait, no, that's a lie. I'm sorry. Well, I'm doing Misty January. But it's
like a sprinkle.
No.
It's like a sprinkle.
Because it's
of a
it's
baby
wine and
shower.
dine week, which is our restaurant.
Baby shower.
The baby sprinkle. We're doing wine and dine week, which is our restaurant week. And we went out for work. And it's like you do the 3-course meal and then the wine pairings. So because it's for work, I did the wine pairings to support.
Yeah.
So I did drink on
the
Saturday.
arts.
But I'm going to try and not drink when I go to Florida.
I technically had church wine, I guess.
Yeah, I did.
Nasty.
You had a drink last week. What are you talking about?
No, I did a bit with the wine bottle where I like chugged it for a second.
So Jace was also
that was
like,
a bit. That doesn't count.
Bits don't count.
Bits don't count.
Jace was also trying, and he's like, you know what? I've been pretty good. I've only drank like 4 or 5 times. And I was like, Jace, it's January 10th.
It's once every other day so far,
yeah,
sweetie.
I'm like, buddy, that's not how that works. That's not how this works.
On Saturday. So Saturday would have been the 11th. Joe was like, I should just drink this weekend. I go, Joe, It's only the 11th.
You've only got doing dry January too.
Yeah, you've only got 10 days. I'm not doing it. I mean, granted, every day is.
Well, the Gen Zers aren't drinking anymore.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Nobody's
drank in
drinking.
Years.
No one's drinking anymore.
Nobody's drinking anymore.
Nobody drinks. My little Gen Z coworker does. But he was like, I go, no, if you gotta stick to one thing. I said, and so he still hasn't drank, but he's not. He wasn't happy about it.
The Gen Zers are all doing fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's what they're all doing.
Yeah. And ketamine.
Ketamine. Well, I feel like I do need to tonally bring it down for just a second and say, if you are a listener and you're in the Southern California area, we really hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
We hope you're staying safe. It's the images out of this are very
crazy,
scary.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's even more horrifying in person. But we're hoping everything.
Well, now my TikTok is all like, this is how fucked up the water is in California, and how like majority of the water in California is like privately owned. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I know. I learned all about this couple, and I was
it's that one.
What world is going on? That's crazy. But no, our hearts are with you, and that's just it's terrible what's happening. Good God.
Our hearts are with you, and I want to say the Great Lakes. Lots of fresh water. If you want to come over here, it'll be cold.
But
there is what? It makes the summers even more worth it when it's cold in the winter.
Take it from Casey, who loves the winter.
Where's this going?
Where's this going?
Yeah. I mean, that's what everyone says, is that, like, I mean, because again, it's like as the earth keeps getting warmer, we're going to need to go to the Iowas and the Wisconsins because
nobody needs to go to Iowa. I mean, let's be very clear about that.
Unless you're a farmer and you're willing to help sell our crops.
Grow those soy.
Those damn tornadoes.
Yeah, we do tornadoes.
And haboobs.
No, that's like
derechos.
Derechos. We do have a derecho.
What's a haboob?
A haboob is an Arizona thing.
It's an Arizona derecho.
Yeah. It's a sandstorm.
And then it was last week or something. It was 7:30, and we all got like an emergency alert on our phone. And it was like, emergency, snow squall about to happen.
Oh, yeah, the squalls.
In like 45 minutes. And I was like, first of all,
isn't that a bird?
I was like, what is this? Apparently, it's just like an insane amount of snow, like at one time.
Yes. It's not like a blizzard where it's like prolonged.
No, but it's like also they didn't give us any. It was like 7:30 and it was supposed to happen at 8:45. And I was like, okay, well, like I was about to go somewhere like that I'm now not going to go to.
Yeah.
And then it was fun. It ended up being like just some snow.
Just like, snow.
Are we making up words?
I do feel like there's more terms that didn't used to exist.
Yeah.
Maybe they always existed, but there was just no like megaphone.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're like, we haven't used squall
in a while. It was just meteorological talk.
Yeah.
Let's give her a run. Let's soft run snow squall.
A squall is a sudden, sharp increase in wind speed lasting minutes, as opposed to a wind gust that only lasts for seconds.
That's like That's like how polar vortex didn't used to be a thing, and now there's like one. Now it's like 3.5
we always have to watch out for.
So many
polar vortex.
Like, did I have a polar vortex today? Was it cold in Chicago today?
Yes, it was very cold yesterday.
Okay. Ours is really cold today.
Sometimes we have to play the game of, is Friedrich wincing because of the salt or the ice? You don't know.
I know. Can everybody just use dog safe salt, please? So sad.
But he's fine.
In your food. We mean in your food.
Yeah.
Put dog salt in your food.
He heard me. He's looking at me.
Increase those.
I think I'm gonna let his hair be full because it's so cold.
Yeah.
Looking like a little mangy.
Well, Friedrich's going to the vet tomorrow.
Friedrich is going to the vet
Miranda
tomorrow.
as his godmother.
Miranda,
we do need to let you know.
Wait, like not just a checkup?
No.
Wait,
no, they're putting him down.
I swear to God, I will get on a plane.
He's gonna start driving right
now.
Through the snow squall.
Through the squall.
Through the squall.
He has a really big lump on his chest. We just
Are you sure he didn't just like run into something?
That's what we're gonna try.
That's what we'll find out tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Maybe he just took a big gust of wind.
Please
just went.
Call me. Thank you.
Well, he's okay. I mean,
nothing happened. Like he's not like sick or anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, we should probably
we should
get it checked.
Just take a little biops.
Yeah. It's gonna be fine. It's
gonna be fine. I got in a car accident on Saturday.
Oh, he did.
Oh my God.
Oh, he did.
Your fault?
Yes.
Oh.
I hit a parked car.
Oh.
Okay, my mother.
Yeah, like hello.
I sideswiped a parked vehicle. She was like, I was pulling into basically the like parking spots behind my building, so I had to like enter the alley to turn into the spot. And she was parked on the street, and there was some backup from the stop sign, but I was like, oh, I think there's enough room between the last car in the row and her parked car. So I'm just going to go. No. And I think there actually would have been if I had just given it I had just been a little bit more to the left, but I swiped it. She was in the car about to leave.
Not her in the car.
She laid on the horn. So I like pulled in the alley, and then I was like, fuck. I pulled into the spot. I got out, and I did the thing you're not supposed to do. They tell you don't accept fault. And I got out, and I said, "This was my fault. This is entirely my fault. This is on me." And she was like, I was like, I didn't even do the thing where I was like, oh my God, I didn't see. I was like, I just misjudged how much room I had, and that's period. She was like, So I immediately like took a picture of my, insurance, and I took a picture of my driver's license. I took a picture of my license plate, and I did we exchanged, we did the whole thing. And then I finally first of all, her name is Karen. And I was like, oh boy.
Oh no.
So I finally got her calmed and then even jokey enough that we were like,
wear them by down. The end of it. You gotta wear them
down. And so she was like, I'll be honest, I really don't want to go through insurance because I don't want my rates to raise. And I was like, sure, I understand. So she was like, do you know of any body shops you go to? And I was like, sweetheart, I've never been to a body shop. I don't know. No.
The only body I shop is my own.
My own honey.
And it's for sale. And so,
Body by Olive Garden, honey.
So I was like, no, I'm sorry, I don't. And she was like, oh, it's okay. And I was like, honestly, just go get a quote, tell me how much it is, and then we'll go from there. And if it's too much that I can't actually feasibly do anything about it, then we're probably going to go through insurance. But I was like, but if it's because it wasn't dented, it was just scraped.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, if it's
sometimes
just
they can buff that out and paint it.
And paint it, then it's maybe $1,000 or whatever. That's
not even.
How dumb. Okay.
So she was like, okay. So then we wrapped up the conversation, and then yesterday when I was back at work, I Googled a few places, and I found the ones with the highest ratings, and I texted them to her, and I was like, here are some options in case you're still looking. And she was like, oh, thanks so much for this, Adam, blah, blah, blah. I'm planning on taking it in tomorrow or Wednesday. She didn't text me today, so I think she's taking it in tomorrow, but we'll find out.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my Saturday.
How I got a new car.
Can you send?
You got a new car?
Oh, girl, please, no.
You got a new car to you.
Yeah, or I will be. We for the very first time used Carvana.
Oh, sure.
Yes,
entirely
the ATM.
On your
phone, the ATM,
and
the vending machine.
Yes, Jace, please know when I say I will have a new to me car coming. The deal was done, and I asked Jace, can you please send me a link? I want to see it, type of thing.
I want to see
I wouldn't trust you to be buying a car either.
No. So whatever. So he did it, but I was like, I wanted to like go and pick it up to see the car vending machine.
You wanted the bow. You wanted the bow.
I wanted to press the button.
Wait, it gets if you go get it there, it gives you a bow on it. I want a bow.
No, but my CarMax, they had a
CarMax,
magnetic bow they put on the front.
A magnetic bow. No, they are dropping it off at my house, and then they pick up my car and take it.
You probably don't have a vending machine nearby though, because I think it was only the bigger city
was the closest one.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's like 3 hours away. It's not bad.
Kansas City's only
There's a vending machine down the road from me. Don't dox me.
Don't dox me. I don't know if there's probably one in Chicago. I just don't know where.
But it was like a really if you're looking to sell your car, it was giving like $3,500 more dollars for my car than Kelly Blue Book would have if we like brought it to a dealer.
I will say, yeah, if you're selling to them, yeah, because it's real easy. They just like take that booger.
Yes. Same for CarMax.
So
I rolled it in. It was on its last breath. And they
she
were like,
barely lasted.
We'll give you $4,000 for it. And I was like,
sold.
You shouldn't even. You should be paying. I should be
paying you.
Away from me.
Yeah. But it's like I don't get it until the 31st or whatever. Well, they did say it could have come earlier, but Jace is out of town, and I was like, I will not accept this on my own. Like, you have to be here and you have to do it.
Yeah,
you have to do it, and I'm taking the picture.
And I will just take that pic. But what was I gonna say? I don't remember.
What any make, model, anything, color?
It's a Cybertruck.
My requests were I still wanted a white car. I needed heated seats because my car does not have heated seats.
Oh, you need that.
Oh my God. What? I don't care if it's like 75.
I can't have. I already fall asleep while driving. Put a heated seat on me, bitch. I'm out.
No, I need.
Need it. You need it for the start of it. You need the heated seat, and you know what else is a real luxury? The heated.
Jace has a
steering wheel.
Steering wheel.
My mom has that.
Yeah. It's so lovely.
Because whenever you first get in the car, you're like, like.
And I've been like so cool. And I have Raynaud's. Do you know what Raynaud's is?
No, but I hope you see a doctor for it.
All of a sudden, I will lose blood to the tips of my fingers, and they will go completely white. I've sent pictures to Casey before when it's happened, but it's like you lose feeling almost as if it's like frostbitten. It's the strangest thing. It really, and it happens to my toes as well. It happened to my thumb last.
Is it because you've ridden Tower of Terror too many times?
It is. That is why. The doctor was like, you know what?
Tower of Terror,
that second time,
that one time admission
really
breakout.
did it.
Yeah. But so that's why I like the heated steering wheel because my fingers get so cold. Sometimes.
I will be honest. I don't mind getting in a cold car. It wakes me up in the morning. I don't mind it at all. I would rather that than getting in a hot Florida car.
Okay.
I can barely touch the steering wheel. I have to
I understand. Okay, I understand
like this.
that. Like getting in a car today.
And there's no way to fix that. How do you fit? You can't. There's nothing you can do.
That. So
you can't cool the steering wheel.
But the heated seats have vented seats sometimes. Like Jace's has cooling seats too.
Oh,
yeah.
To cool your little ass.
Yeah.
Cool your tushy. You know?
Because the heated seats at the theater, you can change it to cooling seats.
Yeah.
But I will be honest. When we lived in Florida, the car that I had in Florida did not have tinted windows, so my car was always extra hot.
Yes.
And that's the thing, like not even the back. It's not even a little tinted. It's literally just like a fucking window. Like you can see everything. Like you could be like 100 yards away and be like, I can see what's in your back seat. And I was like, I hate that. Like, can these at least be like normal?
I want my next car to be tinted and to also have the heated seats and steering wheel.
Yeah. I don't think I have the steering wheel, but I will.
At this point, I'm just asking for CarPlay.
I just want Apple CarPlay.
I just want
hey,
CarPlay.
on TikTok Shop, you can get CarPlay in your old.
Casey.
Have you seen those?
My sister had it.
I bought it.
Adam bought it and returned it.
And guess what? I had to return it because it did not fit in my vehicle. there was nowhere for it to go.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Matt
Because
can
big.
have hers.
It's big.
It's like 7 inches, honey. And I tried to, I was like, when I first bought it, I was like, oh, I can like place it. I was like, I think what I can do is just place it over my
because you have to
current
find
screen.
somewhere. Yeah.
But then I was like, no, I need my screen for my rear view backup camera. Which the one I bought did come with an additional camera,
Where
but
you
I was
could,
like, it's not going to be better than the camera that I already have connected in my car.
Yeah.
So, or what I just was like, I'm not going to add a camera to my car. So then I was like, well, maybe I can do it like but then I didn't want to like block the space between the screen and like my rear view. Like I didn't want to. I wanted to still be able to see. So I was like,
when I
was
drive,
just nowhere to put it. I even like tried low, and then I was like, well, then I'll just keep my phone because that's already how I do it. So then I sent it back.
We dropped it off at our local Whole
I did not buy it
Foods,
through
honey.
TikTok Shop, by the way. I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Sent it back. Dropping it off at Whole Foods if you haven't done a return it's immaculate. The process. It is like it's begging for you to return things to buy something wrong on purpose just for the experience of taking it.
Now the Whole Foods is too far for me because I've done the Whole Foods, but there's enough UPS stores around me to do the drop off.
Oh, sure, they do that too.
The self-service drop offs at UPS are nice.
Well, we got to do it as a double trip because then we obviously went and got a hot bar dinner from Whole Foods. And I had just experienced some dental work. This was last week. And so I got
moping around a Whole Foods.
I got chocolate mousse for my dessert because it was so soft. Oh, it felt so good. And it was delicious. It was a tub of mousse.
Oh my God. Tub of mousse.
But anyway, so then I was like, well, I guess I'll try again and see if I can find it. Because I have like the weirdest circular vents in my car.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
So I found one that like does work, and I finally I had to get like the MagSafe. I have to do the whole thing, but
now he's driving around.
I finally can like
Uber
see.
driver.
Now I look like an Uber driver.
It's like I have that too, where it's just like, but I have to take my case off for it, which is annoying. I do have a MagSafe case, but not all the time.
Great.
Yeah, I really need CarPlay because I have a screen, but yeah, it's not CarPlay. But like every time you get a rental, oh my gosh!
Oh my God!
A lap of luxury, like luxury, yeah.
But I will say my CarPlay, like my phone has to be plugged in. I don't have Bluetooth.
Oh, you
CarPlay.
can't do Bluetooth CarPlay.
I don't know if the new one does. I would assume.
I'm sure the new
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
If you have a heated seat, bitch, you have CarPlay.
You have Bluetooth.
But my car is a 2017, and she's heated seats, but it's just
but
it was like
need heated seats.
Yeah, but no, I had them on this morning.
What for your 50 degrees?
My car,
I will
use a heated
36 this morning.
Morning.
My car is 2017 as well, and it does not have heated seats, but it has CarPlay.
Mine. So I bought the last version of the Yaris. Before they got rid of the Yaris, and so they just never, because they have to rework the electrical system to do CarPlay. And they were like, well, we know we're getting rid of the Yaris. So they just never put it in the Yaris. Because I asked last time I was at the dealership getting my work done. And by that I mean my BBL.
Getting my BBL.
That I was like, oh, can I just add CarPlay? Because they had like a sign for like, add these things to your car or whatever. I was like, can I get CarPlay? And they were like, oh, not your car. And I was like, okay. And that was when the guy was like, because I said, that was when I mentioned like, oh, I'd seen this thing on TikTok Shop. And the guy was like, hey, listen, I know my cousin did it. He said it works. I'm not saying you should probably buy a third-party product, but I've heard it works. So that's when I did it. And then I was like, oh, it doesn't work for me. Anyway, was that a fun story for everybody? Are we back in the new year?
TikTok Shop.
TikTok Shop and cars.
God, I'm so. This is the best part of losing TikTok is we literally won't have to talk about TikTok Shop anymore.
That's
oh my God.
Honestly, like I cannot wait.
The joy.
Because they're all just peddling the stuff that is on Amazon.
Yes, that's it.
It was like
or Temu.
And it takes longer to get to you.
Yes.
I don't understand that. Like, it's a specific, because I was confused sometimes. Like, okay, it's a creator with an item that they're walking around with, blah 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 blah, and then you look at the link and it's like buy on Temu. I was like, oh, then what?
You know what I'm excited not to see ever again? The hidden bloom greens ads, where they're like a get ready for me to go to the doctor and see if I have cancer, and they make themselves like a bloom greens thing, and it's like anything. It is anything but a blooms ad, but they're always scooping their bloom, and in the caption it's like bloom partner
Scoop
bloom
your bloom.
ad. Scoop the blooms.
Scoop your bloom.
For the cortisol.
And it's like always like the craziest things to like
that they're getting ready for.
Getting ready for, but then like bloom will be in it. And I was like, I don't believe
maybe that's why I saw recently on LinkedIn, I was suggested to apply for a job with Bloom for their marketing. They're like, we gotta try something new.
We gotta try something new because our target demographics
are questioning our practices.
They're questioning you, girlies. Well, should we
go off?
It's a sensible out of sensible 45.
That's 45.
Yes, yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
I'll go first.
Okay, Adam.
Honestly, Adam might just do it for all of us, honey.
Go, girl.
If you're talking about the dentist
this is to Linda, the dental hygienist.
Heavy-handed Linda.
Heavy-handed Linda.
Okay. I will be let's be transparent in 2025. I had not been
we were never before.
I had not been to the dentist before December 30th since we had lived in Orlando. I had not found a dentist in Chicago yet. I do not enjoy the dentist. Now, part of it is my own doing, because if I went often, then it wouldn't be a traumatic event every time I fucking go. But guess what? Every time I fucking go, it's a traumatic event, which makes my brain be like, you don't need to go to the dentist.
Your bird brain.
So I had not gone in a while. I made my appointment and I knew, I was like, there's going to be 12 cavities. They're going to say this, that, and the other. I went to the dentist on the 30th. The dental hygienist was like, has it been a while? I said yes. She was like,
as she's going between the plaques in your teeth.
And this is Yuko, by the way. Yuko, the dental hygienist from Japan. She was like, it's been a while. I said, yeah. She said, okay, well, the bacteria on your teeth, which everybody has bacteria on my teeth. I'm not unique in that way. Everyone has bacteria.
You're not special.
You're not special.
You're not special. She said, your bacteria, because it hasn't been cleaned, like properly cleaned in a while, like going in and being serviced, she was like, it's gone under your gum line. So it's like connected to your teeth, but under the gums. So she was like, we're going to have to do deep cleaning so that we can scrape underneath the gums to get everything out. And I was like, okay. And she like kept being like, is that okay? And I was like, it's gonna be what it is, Diva Boots. Like, what am I supposed to tell you? Like, no, I don't want to do that, but I want to have nasty teeth. No. So I was like, it's fine. So she was like, okay, so we'll do 2. By the way, the dentist did come for his like 2-minute just take a poke in my mouth.
Just like pop in.
Shaking hands.
And he was like, you have no cavities. And I was like, oh. And he was like, well, that's not true. You have cavities on your wisdom teeth, which I could fill, but wisdom teeth, it's like hard to get to, and they come out.
Baby, you still got wisdom teeth?
Baby still got wisdom teeth.
Because mine came in fine. They grew in normal. Like, I had no issues. So he was like, so I'm going to recommend them getting removed. And he was like, do you want to do that here in the office where we do local anesthetic, or do you want to go under and have oral surgery? And I was like, I want to be near death when it happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please give me that referral. So that's its own situation that I'm like,
I would have been like, then do the deep cleaning when I am past that.
Yeah, can't you do it all at once?
Like, you know how this all works. Okay, it's all a scam. They're all run by Casey's. It's all a scam.
Uh-huh.
So Yuko says, okay, so we have to do 2 deep cleanings, 1 for each side, left and right. And I was like, it's an hour and a half each. She was like, well, if that doesn't sound good, then we could do 4, and we could break it into 4 quadrants, and it's just 1 hour, 45 minutes to an hour each. we'd schedule for an hour, but it's probably close.
Oh my God, 4 appointments.
And so I was like, I'll do that because at least like then it's like short. I just need to get through these. Like, yes, there's more appointments, but at least it's just like, So I had my first one, top right. That was last week. That was last Friday with Yuko. And what they do is they give you topical anesthetic to like just numb it, so then they can do the needle, so then you don't feel the needle, and then the needle does like the rest of it is like then your face is, you can't feel your face. So Miss Yuko took these cotton swab, like the Q-tips, and she did like 3 at a time. She like 3 in the time in the jelly, stuck it in my face. 3 more, stuck it in my face. 3 more, stuck it in my face. I had like 9 like Q-tips in my cheek while it was just like
the little sticks.
Yes, the little sticks. So I was just waiting, and then she was like, okay, that should be fine. She did the shots, didn't feel a thing. I did feel on the top, you like kind of feel pressure by your nose, which is insane. It's awful.
Yeah.
So she was like, you will feel pressure there, but like you shouldn't feel the point of the needle. And I was like, great, don't feel anything. Didn't even know it was happening until she was like moving my cheek, where they do the thing where they're like, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. I like doing that the rest of the day. You're like, Argh.
So then she gets to scraping, she scrapes away. It's not ideal. I feel the pressure, but I don't feel it. Like I'm just like, oh, can we move on? And the sound has to be the worst thing in the world. Mm-hmm. So okay, but it's fine. It's fine. We get through it. I mope around like a little baby for the rest of the day, and I'm like, me, I can't talk. Okay. And I could not feel my face I could not feel this part of my face, including like my cheek, for like almost 4 hours after I left. Mm-hmm. Let's cut to last night. I go in for a 7 o'clock appointment. I'm expecting Yuko. I do not have Yuko. I have Linda. Lovely woman. Lovely Linda. She takes me back. She gets me down. She starts with the Q-tips. She takes one Q-tip and like colors my gum. Like she's like doing an oil painting. And I was like, this is weird. This is definitely different. I was like, okay, I'll trust. Listen, it's her job. It's not my job. I don't know what to do. I'm just trusting she knows what she's doing. She does that. She does another pass. She's like, okay, do you feel anything? And I was like, I feel, it feels weird. I don't know. It's like the topical stuff. It tastes like shit and it's weird. So she was like, okay, well, we should be good to do the needle. She takes the needle, the first spot, 3 spots. First spot, I was like, I don't know. Second spot, which is like by my front teeth, I like was like the whole time. And she was like, you can feel that? And I was like, if I'm making sounds, girl, I promise you I feel it. I promise. She was like, okay, well, let me do some more topical. She did more topical because she had one more spot in the back to do. She put more on. She did it. I kind of felt it, but I was like, I have to suffer. It's fine. So then she was like, okay, I've given you all the anesthetic. Let's just let it sit and like as it integrates, and then in like 5 minutes we'll start. And I was like, okay. So I'm just sitting there drooling on myself like a clown. And then finally she's like, okay, do you feel numb? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, okay, great. She lays me down. She starts to work. Linda is not a dainty flower. Linda is getting to work. And maybe Linda was like, listen, it's 7 o'clock. Let's get this bitch out of here.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Scrub
I understand.
this out of these
And
teeth.
maybe my bottoms were worse than my tops, right? Like it's a different set of teeth. Like I'm not saying it's the exact same situation.
That's true.
I could feel every single thing. I could feel all of it. And they're to the point that I was like, I don't even know. I questioned whether she actually gave me anesthetic. I believe she did because I felt the needle, but I was like, did it absorb into my, like, did the cortisol kick in and the stress inducers? And like, I could feel every single thing. And my hands you won't see it on camera, but like, can you see the marks? I was like gripping my hand. I was like, had my nails in my hands because it felt so bad. And she kept being like, are you okay? And I was like, you're in there. You're in there. I'm bleeding. You're not going to give me more anesthetic at this point because like it's all just open flesh at this point. I was like, just finish, diva. I did not say any of this because obviously I had shit in my mouth. I was like, gone. So she finally like, she also was a little bit, I don't want to say mean. She was fine, but she just like was more like, you have to keep looking at me because like I was turned toward her, and then I'd like turn my head back toward the center.
Yeah.
Like, you have to turn toward me. And I was like, I am doing the best I can. I want to start crying here. Yeah. I don't understand. I don't know how to tell you this.
Because there's a way to do it. Like it's just common. It's just your body's reflexes. Natural reaction to like when your mouth is open for a very long time, and then the thing that they should be saying is just like, okay, just look over here for me again, or look over here. Oh, open your mouth a little bit. It's just just say the thing again. Don't act like I'm actively doing this because I am trying to do this. It's literally your body's just natural reaction to drift back to the front.
And you know how they do they do the suction, and then they like after like a couple minutes they spray water down to like cool it off or whatever. I don't know what the water's for. It feels great. I don't know what it's for.
It's to rinse. And then you close your mouth and it sucks it out.
It sucks it out. Okay, great. Love that. And like Yuko, it was like once she finished one thing, she was like, okay, we're gonna rinse and then we're gonna suck. So it was like at least there was like I could feel I think she rinsed my mouth one time. She was like, we're just blowing through this.
Oh my God.
And I thought I was going to die. I was like, and it wasn't even that, it was painful, but it was just like the intense discomfort. I wouldn't say like I was like in agony or anything like that, but I was like, it's just so close to my head and it is in my head and I wanted to die. So then at the very end, she was like, well, let's do another shot of the x-ray so we can make sure it's all good. And it took her like 6 times to get these x-rays. And I was like, I just want to, I know
have to bite on this thing one more time.
If I have to bite and like gag on this, like, what is it doing?
Yes.
We still don't know.
I still don't know.
I think it's like block the photo to go from going to the other side of your mouth or something like that.
I hate it.
Jill,
oh my God. So anyway, she was like,
just go to Jill next time.
She was like, it's done.
Just fly you. Let's fly. We're flying Adam to
me and Miranda are flying to Jill in February. I'm gonna have her clean her teeth.
Yeah, we'll just
stay there.
Do it too.
It's done. I walked down the hallway. I have to like check out with the person who like does the payment and like schedules the next one.
And it's like in a little hotel lobby.
It's like a weird hotel. It's the most gentrified dentist office you've ever seen in your life. I do apologize.
I kept getting ads for one whenever I was in Chicago.
It's called Dentology. That's the one.
Yep, that's her.
Yep, that's
so
and
every room's a color.
And their ads are like this. See how our logo, see how our rooms are pink and blue, very demure, very mindful.
It's very that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I sit down with this girl who's like, okay, that's gonna be $122.47. And I was like, great. And I am at the lowest point of my day. I was like,
you're beaten down.
I just want to die. Please let me go. I pay for the thing. She was like, okay, well, let's get you scheduled for the next one. And I was like, okay. And then I said, I was like, I didn't remember what her name was. I was like, who was the first hygienist that I had? And she said, oh, let me check. Oh, Yuko? And I said, yes. And she goes, oh, did you want Yuko again? And I said, yes. And this is, again, I'm sure Linda's great. And if I had a regular cleaning, I'm sure she'd be great in a pinch, but not for Miss Deep Clean.
No.
I said yes. She was like, okay, well, Yuko does tend to get pretty booked out. A lot of people like her. So let me
why. It
might take a little longer to get you in. I said,
that's fine.
Don't care.
No.
First of all, the fact that I could have full sentences tells you that there was not enough anesthetic.
Yeah.
I could feel my tongue. You're not supposed to feel your tongue. Anyway. I was like, it's fine. So she was like, okay, well, do you want to just schedule both then? Because we were doing like, as I would leave, I would schedule the next one. I was like, we will schedule both and they will be with Yuko. And I swear to God, I am going to call the day of the appointment and I will be like, is Yuko in today?
Just confirming.
Right. Because if Yuko's sick, I'm sick.
Right.
I want to make it very clear right now. So we have it scheduled. It's like next Friday is my third one. And then my fourth one is February 12th. That's how booked out Miss Yuko is.
Miss Yuko is booked and blessed.
I was like, that's fine. She was like, are you sure that's not too long? I was like, no. She also was like, when I sat down, she was like, well, let's book your next one. I was like, not this week. She was like, ha, ha, ha. And I was like, I'm not kidding. I'm not doing another one this week. I want to die. Thank you.
I like myself enough to not put myself through that again.
So that's all. Linda, I would maybe take a look at your methodology. Yeah. I would maybe consider a different... I don't want to make assumptions about people who go into dental hygienistry, but please don't be sadists. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, that's like we always talk to Jill about this because Jill is a dental hygienist, and she's like, I don't get it because like I always say my thing about what I hate about the dentist is the shaming or the like well you're not flossing and you're not doing this and blah blah and it's like no, I floss. It's just it is like part of your teeth health is hereditary. It's in your genes. It's not hereditary, genetic. It's genetic.
Yeah, it's in your denim.
And it's just like I have bad gums. It's because my mom has bad gums and my sister has bad gums. And so it's just like we carry these down. So every time I go, I'm always gonna need a cleaning, blah blah blah. And now that I do go every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
I do my 2 a year, and I haven't had a cavity in years. Granted, because when I was younger, I was getting cavities every time. My mouth is filled with crowns and what's it called? Just all of the filling.
The fillings.
My mouth is filled with fillings and crowns. They're like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have room for cavities.
Yeah, I haven't had a cavity since I started going every 6 months, which was like
I got a cavity. My most recent, I had like 2 cavities, but it was like when I started my hyperfixation meal, and it was a lot of like pickled things.
Yeah,
and I would like always drink so many like LaCroix and stuff, and that is when I learned at my ripe old age in my 30s that you can get cavities from not sugar. Because I was like, I am so good about not.
But I don't eat. I don't eat candy.
And they're like, you have to drink like your sparkling water within like 30 minutes of drinking it. And I was like, well, I'm constantly drinking sparkling water. What do you mean?
Wait, you have to drink your sparkling water?
Yeah, because it's like
once you drink it, you have to finish it within the 30
minutes to like help your gut or your teeth breathe. Like that that's what they say. And it's like
Casey's like, I'm constantly guzzling like Diet Coke.
Like an Alani energy drink. They say like you can drink it, but like make sure you're done within like a 30-minute or you're more prone to get a cavity.
Don't milk an energy drink.
Yeah.
Don't milk an
Alani tastes like somebody said it today. It's liquefied Starburst. And I was like, wow.
So good.
The pink slush. The pink slush bitch.
That girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And she just got like a little bit of a makeover too. So she's even bigger and better than ever,
Yeah, she looks
cute. That girl. Yeah.
Anyway, I feel fine today. I'm still like a little babying it. I'm not closing my mouth fully, but
yeah. I did come home and I was like, oh my God, they didn't clean your face. Like you have dried blood all over your face. And he goes, no, that's the chocolate mousse. No. He had a full ring of chocolate around his mouth. I was like, oh.
But I know RJ actually genuinely felt bad for me because he sat on the couch and let me lay on him and he like patted my head.
Friedrich.
Wow.
Like literally like okay.
Wow.
Anyway,
man, oh man. Anyway.
Sorry for the very graphic
because he knows that I'm a sadist and I would probably ask for Linda and be like, honestly, light on the anesthetic.
I deserve it. Yeah.
I want to feel it.
I want to feel something tonight.
Yeah.
Hey. Ooh, at a 7 p.m. appointment. Yeah, that's
well, that Adam's big because she told him and was like, yeah, you're not gonna feel your like tongue for like all night basically.
She was like, yeah, you won't feel your tongue for like 4 hours, so eat before because otherwise like you might bite your tongue if you try to eat. So like eat ahead of time.
Sure.
So it just doesn't matter. Anyway, it's over.
Doesn't matter.
He was ready to pop in that ZQL and go to bed after it, but he was too.
I was too traumatized.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, you poor thing.
The deep cleaning. The deep cleaning. Once I've never had to had a full deep cleaning. I think one time they had to do a like a partial, like it was basically like a half. It wasn't a full deep because yeah, they warn you about that deep cleaning. They're like, this is intense. She's rough.
Yeah, I felt
She's rough.
Mm-hmm.
So
there was one
while,
point where she was trying to pull something out, and I like my head was moving with her, and I was like, I think I absolutely am going to pass out right now.
Yeah, that you should have just passed out, honestly. You do not want to be awake for your wisdom teeth then, because
that's all it is. It's gonna
that's all it is. You're
gonna see the dentist on the chair, or his leg on the chair to try and yank it.
That's what happened when I got my wisdom teeth out. I was fully awake, but they numbed me up because Mom numbed me up real good, and
they numbed me up.
When did we as a culture get rid of laughing gas?
Can we?
Yeah. Did they not have it?
I am begging all of us.
Well, stop drinking that damn sparkling water.
I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go really quick.
Go ahead, Miranda.
Okay, so I went to Disney trivia last week, and I also ended up having to go to the same bar last night. God damn it. And they were also doing trivia. And it's the same trivia guy. And I need to know if anybody else does trivia at bars. It is now like changed. It's Sporkle trivia now. And like the way they set it up is very interesting. There are like 8 categories and there's like a theme to each one. So like one would be like dogs. One is
Did Sporkle buy trivia? Is that Sporkle's new thing?
This is my question. Like, I didn't know if it was just a Des Moines thing, but I was at another bar in December and they were doing just general trivia and it was a Sporkle trivia. So it's set up the same way. Yeah, and then at the end of each round, there's like a mystery category and it's just whatever. This man gives you 2 minutes to answer every question.
That's too long.
That is too long. For example,
there are 8 categories?
And there are 8 categories.
How many questions in each category?
1. There's 1 per, and then there's 2 rounds of 8 questions, and then 2 mystery sets where it's like, okay, so for example, I'll do general trivia. This is what I witnessed last night. So the question that they gave you 2 minutes to answer last night, it was, what was the number 1 song, or what was the song in 2020? The category was 2024 music. It was like, what was the song held by a female artist that held the number 1 spot at the Billboard charts the majority of the year?
Was it Espresso?
Yes, easy. I knew that within 15 seconds.
And then you had to sit for
I wasn't playing last night. We were just there, whatever. But I was like, that's insane. So Disney trivia, it's the same thing. They give you 2 minutes. And I'm like trying to think of, some of the questions were so stupid. First of all, the first one, my dad knew the answer. Because listeners, my dad made me go to this one. This is a bar that he really likes to go to. And you win gift cards to it.
Oh, okay.
So he signed me up because he wanted me to give him the gift card. Which I did. Whatever. But like the number 1 question was, in which what character in the 2011 movie says, "Oh, look, Owl, it looks like we need more honey"?
Winifred the Pooh.
Obviously, Winifred the Pooh.
Winifred the Pooh.
Duh. Hello? So anyway, there are questions like that. And then some of them, they got hard. They were really weird. Like there were 2 questions of the 16 categories that involved Perdita from 101 Dalmatians.
Oh.
One question was, what did Perdita say? Oh, is just a gossip chain. And it's the Twilight bark from 101 Dalmatians. That was one Perdita question.
That is such a weird question.
Right. I have like beef with
these
you.
aren't trivia questions.
And then the second one was, what were the 2 nicknames that Perdita said about Cruella de Vil? Name one of them. And I remember her saying, that devil woman. So I put devil woman. But like,
was that right?
It was right. It was that witch. Because I think she says in the same breath, that witch, that devil woman, from like what I recall. But then there were like some where I was like, I think this man makes them up. Because it was like, what is the nickname that Maui gives Hey Hey? And he was like, to be clear, this is in Moana 1, not Moana 2. And I go, great. I've never seen Moana 2. So I put boat snack.
Boat snack.
Wrong. It's drumstick. And he goes, boat snack is in Moana 2. And I go, you motherfucker, I have never seen Moana 2.
Yeah.
How would I have known that? So I had beef.
He feels like an actually energy that like
I think that's the type of person that needs to run a trivia though, to be honest.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Actually it is.
Actually it is. But the fact that it was like it takes so long. I missed 5 questions. I want to say. Did you win? I got second. The person in front of me or the team in front of me were in a booth. And they got
you can't trust bitches in a booth.
You can't trust bitches in a booth.
And I was like, you can't tell me you got some. Some of these were so obscure, and they're all so over the board that there's no way you had enough knowledge for all of that. Like, I'm sorry, it's not possible.
They're on their phone.
Yeah. How do you what's the methodology of like how do you give your answer?
You enter it on your phone.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's scams.
Yep. They're asking to be scammed.
They're asking you to cheat because here's how the trivia works in how it used to work in Northwest Arkansas. 6 rounds.
They didn't have trivia. They didn't have education. Oh, sorry.
6 rounds with 3 questions each, with 1 halftime question and a final question.
Okay, there was a halftime enough.
So it would be like, so it's technically 8 rounds, I guess, if you count the 1 halftime and the 1, but whatever. But it's also like a theme, so it'll be like 80s music and then 3 questions about that. And they'll sometimes tell you ahead of time what they are. But the way that they do it is you have the length of a song. They play a song after the question, and you write it down. And once you've written it down and turned it in, you could be on your phone. But you write it down, you turn it into the host, and then he tallies it all up.
That's so long.
They do that for every question?
Because it's 6 rounds with 3 questions in each round.
Okay.
Because
and he'll be tallying it up once he's asking the next question, he'll be tallying up the other ones, stuff like that, because he's got the whole song link to tally up for everyone.
Yeah, because ours would be like the times I've done it here, it's more of like your regular bar trivia where it's like, there's 6 rounds, but the rounds have their own little game. So it's like, these are all true or falses. These are all blah, blah, blah. And then you get all of the questions in one or like in a row. And then they play like 2 videos while you answer. And you can like ask like, what was number 6? What was number 4 or whatever?
Oh yeah. I mean, there was one that I didn't find it to be a trivia question because I was like, I just don't know this in general. It was like, what kind of an animal was the sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood? And I go, I know what this motherfucker looks like. I could draw this character for you. I have no idea what sort of animal this is supposed to be. And so I literally like sat there. I do think I took the entire 2 minutes because I was like,
a badger?
That's okay. I put wolf, and then I go, that was VFAT, because I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. He was in fact a wolf, but I was like, he looked
Wow, he looks like a badger.
Right. I was like, I know what this looks like. I don't know what kind of an animal that is. Like, why wouldn't you have asked like Little John, which is clearly a bear?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was just things like that really pissed me off.
Yeah, or he looks like a fat weasel.
Right, like a weasel. Yeah,
I was thinking of Friar whatever is a badger.
Oh, Friar Tuck. Yeah. See, again, like I don't know what
they do that Disney where it's like the muzzle is like a different shading,
right? Yeah,
and they all kind of look alike. Like that could be a bear, that could be a.
But I was like, that's not trivia because I don't know.
Yeah, trivia is supposed to be like
things animated drawing of this animal is supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we could probably come up with better. That's always the thing with trivia. We could always come up with better ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's like so challenging.
Maybe that's our third close friends this month.
Wait, let's do it.
RJ loves to make.
I love making trivia.
Great.
Okay, I'll do it. Great. Let's play.
Let's play.
Fun. Love that.
Should it be 2024 trivia? Should it be? I guess it could be
do like 2024.
It could be different categories, RJ.
Like close friends categories.
Close friends category.
Not close, but did you read the group type categories?
Dolls.
Kind of like my Jeopardy was. I had Broadway. I had Disney. I had fast food.
This doll was invented in 1959.
Yes. Mm-hmm. This doll was born in
Casey, RJ, do you go offs?
1902.
Casey, do you have any go offs? I don't really have one.
I got a real quick one.
Okay, go off.
I swear to God, if this person is scamming me on Poshmark, they submit a claim, and the claim has been accepted by Poshmark. And they said that there's pin marks on this cardigan that I shipped. But,
I do have a go off then.
But literally, the photos that I posted of the cardigan show where 2 of the 3 buttonholes are, and there is no pin marks, and conveniently now there are pin marks, and so Poshmark has accepted it, and they're going to ship it back to me all for they lowballed me at $12 for this cardigan, and I said fine, and they're going to ship it back to me, and I swear to God, if it is not my cardigan and they ship me back a different one, I'm gonna lose my damn mind on Cheer T16 on Poshmark. And you know what else? You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on someone else's account, buy something from their account, and then submit a claim to get it.
And submit a claim.
Absolutely.
Say, oh, it was actually ripped to shreds when I got it. That's weird. Huh. Oh,
it was absolutely eviscerated.
It looked like a coyote had gotten into the package and
then he shat on it.
This one.
Sheriff of Nottingham got on it and he pooped all over it.
All over it.
Yeah, that's my only gripe is it's $12, and also if it's a tiny pin mark that I didn't do. I'm not even. I wore that. I didn't even wear it.
I don't have any pens in this damn house.
I don't have.
I only use pencils.
Colored pencils.
Blue pen. Where the freak would I get a blue pen? And the. So I'm calling. And also it's on the.
Yeah, like please.
If you have
you're not going to be able to
use the button, you wouldn't see it. Also, I'm going to get some little messy eater, spray it right on there and get that off.
Yeah, you do it.
Insane.
We tell them.
I'm so pissed.
And I hate how Poshmark just like automatically always just sides with them. It's so
absolutely.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Rude. RJ?
This is always when the chickens come home to roost. Because Casey will be scamming everyone else and being like, "Oh, I didn't. This item didn't work for me."
Listen,
the minute she's the saleswoman,
I scam the corporate. I scam corporate. I don't scam the little man.
You punch up.
No.
You punch up.
I punch up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Target can take it. Target and Walmart, Ulta, you're all getting your stuff back after I used it and I didn't care for it.
Amazon can fucking take it, girl.
Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
Exactly. But Miss, I don't have the balls to run that on someone's small business like.
No, never.
I'm going to the return policy.
Christian woman.
Yes, I'm honest. An honest scammer. Okay.
RG.
I don't know if it's a scam or not. I think it's just unfortunate, but we did a trade-in for our computer. We bought a new computer in exchange for our old computer that we bought through Joe Biden's stimulus check back in the day in Florida.
God rest his soul.
God rest.
The checks or Joe Biden?
Both.
I thought Jimmy Carter died.
The stimmies. And they sent us a box to send the computer. And so I packed up my giant old iMac in this box with the packaging that they sent, all of the foam and everything. They get it. I get an email saying, we have changed your trade-in value to 0 because it came cracked and screen discolored. Now, I was silly and didn't take pictures right before I packed it up because I should have.
You should have.
They sent it back and my computer is fully cracked.
Oh my God.
Like a chunk of the top right is like
the
gone.
Screen is gone. And I was like, I wedged this bitch in this styrofoam that they sent. And the foam.
Oh no.
I know. So we'll be, I guess,
throwing that away.
Recycling.
Oh God. Yeah, like where does one do that? I have like my iPad from college. Or my laptop from college. Just
small
chilling.
things you can take to Target. Target usually
Target
has like
Staples.
an electronic.
I know Staples does it
for like phones.
I just got an ad for a thing where they'll send you mailers and they'll recycle your old gadgets or like your old cords and everything, and you get back like, like honey, like the honey Google Chrome extension. They get like cash for like, or their points or whatever, and you can redeem them for things. I don't know what the things are to redeem,
but still.
So
that's nice.
I mean, that sounds like the adult version of like the tickets at Chuck E. Cheese.
It sounds like the adult version of, what is that? Cereal box tops?
Box tops for education.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Education.
General Mills, honey.
Yeah.
Man.
What I did when I lived in Arkansas was I looked up like a recycle, like a electronic recycle center in Fayetteville, just because I didn't want to send it off to one of these places because I'm like, what are y'all doing with it?
Yes, exactly.
But I went to just some place and somebody took it. But like Austin has like a recycle and reuse drop off center, so there's places.
Yeah,
I'm sure Chicago
found win. It's just having to get on the damn car and driving these damn icy roads,
getting in an accident,
getting in a fucking accident in my own damn parking lot. Adam, oops.
And yet, I'd still rather.
Adam drive, and yet Adam is still the safer driver.
Yeah.
Well, divas, don't forget we've got Close Friends. You get bonus 3 episodes for $5 a month.
We do have close friends. We're looking right at them.
We're looking right at them. The closest of friends.
It's gorgeous.
Perfect.
So make sure you check it out. We've got a trivia game coming up this month. We've got Deet Deet when Miranda goes. She died when she goes. And bridal planning has commenced.
It has begun.
The close friends wedding.
The close friends wedding. The wedding of all close friends.
And one person will win an invite to the wedding.
I would die.
It's a puzzle. It's
so funny.
That's the new. Well, you have to listen to all the episodes for the clue, and then you have to at the end of
each one.
You have to string the clue together.
And there's a trivia game that you have to come to.
Yes,
absolutely.
Oh
and you will win a seat at the bar.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone. Happy New Year, and don't forget to read the group chat.
Bye.
Bye now.